Hello, welcome to FSC 300. So today's practical, what we are going to be doing is doing a bit of a tour of the cameras that we are going to be using for the course. Now we have two models of camera. We have the Nikon D7000 and the Nikon D7100 series. The 7100 series is a replacement for the 7000 as a new generation camera, but the overall functionality of the cameras are very similar. We'll discuss that a little further as we go through the video. So as we go through the contents of the camera kit, we'll highlight the differences between the systems and how each of these pieces of equipment are used. So as you can see, we have these Pelican cases. They're bright yellow in color. They vary in size depending on whether it's for the 7000 or the 7100 series Nikon cameras. The earlier generation cameras, the 7000 series, uses the numbering system of 1 through 12, and the 7100 series uses from 13 to 22. So the cases themselves are pretty much indestructible. They are latched. They have a double latch system on them. They are waterproof and very versatile for the housing of the equipment. So we'll just open this up. In this particular case, I'm using camera kit number 12, and I'll just move it over to the side so you can see what we're doing here. So as you look inside the kit, you can see that there are subdivisions made out of expandable or removable foam products that are in there. Each of the kits should come with a 6-inch grayscale included in it. And as we go through the equipment, please note any shortcomings, any equipment that might be missing, and we'll deal with it on a case-by-case basis. So as we do the tour of the camera, we'll just kind of do a clockwise motion going through the equipment. So in this case here, we're using a D7000 series. This particular camera body, and both the 7000 and 7100 series cameras are digital single lens reflex cameras, or DSLRs. One of the advantages to having this type of camera is the adaptability for removable lens products. So as we're doing this, please remember that anything that you're doing with the camera, potentially turning the camera on, turning it off, using, installing either batteries, installing the SD cards, as we'll get to that in a few moments, and removing any accessories like the removable flash unit or the lens. Please make sure that the camera is turned in the off mode before you proceed with anything else to avoid any potential spike in electrical charge and current, and potentially short-circuiting the computer and electronics of the camera. Okay, so I should mention as well, obviously due to COVID-19, these are extenuating circumstances, and so we are trying to work through some of these issues. Normally, these presentations that Agatha and I have compiled as an instruction or a preamble to the practical of the day, we're usually doing these at the beginning of each lecture, but at this point, it makes more sense, especially for our students that are unable to be here, to have this provided for you to review prior to the actual practical session. For our participants that are from abroad or are unable to attend to the actual practical sessions, as you're aware, you're required to have a DSLR camera of your own or have access to one. So please reference the manual and instruction guide that come with that camera. If you don't have it, you can probably access one online. If not, you can always contact myself, and I will help mitigate any problems with the camera. The functionality of the cameras themselves is universal. It's simply proprietary operating the buttons and different functionality of the camera. More advanced skills are going to be proprietary to the particular manufacturer, but the actual concepts of what each function of the camera is universal from all camera manufacturers.